Okay, so I've got quite a serious video for you today, and I wanted to get this out as soon as possible because it's about criminal gangs operating over in Puerto Pollensa. Now you can see I'm not over in Puerto Pollensa this morning. I'm actually over in Cala Comtessa near Ilietes on the southwest of the island. My car's actually in the garage. I'm just waiting for that to be fixed, but I wanted to get this video out because over the past 24-48 hours I've seen a rise in Facebook posts on the rather wonderful Puerto Pollensa Facebook groups from people complaining that they've either just completely lost their wallets or they've actually been pickpocketed, and they're just warning others as well about it. Not only that, I've received an email too, which I'm going to read to you as well, about one viewer's experience. So this is a warning: if you are coming over here to Puerto Pollensa, be on the lookout for pickpockets. Now, I don't want to scare you, I don't want to put you off your holiday, but it is something that has been going on over the years, and particularly this summer it seems to be a little bit worse than usual. And I just want to make the point as well that this could happen anywhere in the world, and it often does too. It could happen in any holiday resort, but it seems to be particularly prevalent over in Puerto Pollensa because, well, as you know, we have a slightly higher end holiday maker, and it's a magnet for criminal gangs who seems to be getting away with pickpocketing holiday makers, or indeed, if you saw my video from just a few weeks ago, from breaking into villas as well, villa rentals, even with people lying beside the pool as well and helping themselves to the contents inside. So let me just read you this email which I received from a very lovely viewer who was over here in Puerto Pollensa, and she said, "Hi Alex, while I was walking back to the hotel on Saturday morning, I was approached by a chap who wanted change for €2. I very stupidly stopped to look in my coin purse, and as I looked in my purse to get out two €1 coins, he came closer to me and, without me knowing, managed to remove my other purse containing my notes, and that's €80 from my handbag. It was only when I got to the hotel I realised. I felt so stupid that I could have been tricked in this way, but lucky it wasn't my card, wallet or phone." Now that's awful, that's absolutely awful, and I suspect that maybe he'd been watching her as well. Maybe she'd been to pay for something, he saw where her wallet was, and they played the old €2 trick. That's the first thing I'm going to say. If someone comes up to you and asks for change, don't even entertain any kind of conversation, let alone take out your wallet. Walk away. Another popular way to have the contents taken from your handbag as well is people coming over asking for directions, and often they'll be carrying a big map. I'll just use my notes here as an example, and they'll say, "Oh, I'm lost," and they'll put the map over, right up close to you, over your bag, pop their hands into the bag and take the wallet as well. So if anyone comes over to you eliciting any kind of conversation, just back away, walk away. Just make sure at that point you know where your phone and your bag is closed. Hang on to your stuff, walk away, get away from the area, and also maybe just tell, hopefully after this video, a waiting policeman, because hopefully we're going to see a much higher presence of police on the Pine Walk and down on the beaches as well, because I have to say, of all the times I've been over in Puerto Pollensa, and I've been up there many times this summer, there's not really that much of a police presence, but I really hope they step it up down there. But to let you know, the thieves are actually very clever in the way they're operating. They're blending in perfectly with the other holiday makers. They're very clean shaven, dressed very well as well. They do look, and I'm making a big sweeping generalisation here, they do look of Eastern European appearance, but they're very tall, dark, handsome, clean shaven, and blending in very nicely with the holiday makers. You may well mistake them for being Spanish holiday makers, but they're not. These guys have got such nimble fingers, we call them bag dippers, that they can so easily remove your wallet that you won't even notice. And what's more as well, they're taking out the money and then they're dumping the wallet as well, because they don't want to get caught with a whole bag full of other people's wallets. So just taking the notes out and dumping the wallets a little bit further on, or taking the cards or the ID or whatever. So the chances are, if you have had your wallet lifted, you may well find your wallet in a nearby bin. Now, another thing I have to say as well, if you are going to any of the ATMs, and we do have many ATMs around Puerto Pollensa, particularly, I'm going to use La Caixa Bank as an example, because they have a chip and pin function on their cash machines where you just lay your card onto the chip and it'll pull up your details. We can take money out automatically. Be aware that just make sure that the session has actually closed on your bank account when you walk away. So when you take your money out, you put your details in, take the money, make sure that session on the screen has completely closed before walking away. Also, just bear in mind that if you're taking money out at an ATM, the chances are you're probably being watched, because of course they'll see you put your wallet in your pocket or pop it back into your backpack. They'll know where your wallet is, and they'll see that you've just taken out a nice fresh pile of notes too, ready to be taken. So just bear that in mind as well. Also, today is market day. I'm filming this on the Wednesday. It's market day over in Puerto Pollensa. Lots of rich pickings there from holiday makers looking at the lovely, traditionally locally made products and fruits and vegetables and everything like that. This is a pickpocketer's paradise. So make sure, maybe if you've got a backpack, wear it across your front, know where the zippers are, just keep everything close to you at all times. Be aware when you take your wallet out, someone may be watching you as well, putting it back too. So just be super careful of that. Another tip as well, and you will have seen on my video which I put out from Guardia, I think it's yesterday, that I was absolutely horrified seeing so many people leaving belongings on the beach and then going on in to the sea. I even saw whole backpacks being left right at the back of the beach. As you know, over in Guardia it's quite a walk to the water's edge as well. So just don't do this, because I have seen on the Facebook post as well that people have been spotted lurking around the sunbeds, lurking around, just checking out people's belongings on the beach, and you do not want to be a victim of crime when you're supposed to be here on holiday and chilling out and just enjoying yourself. So just be aware that these people are looking for any opportunity that they can find to take your belongings. Now, I just want to say as well that if the worst does come to the worst and you do get pickpocketed, that please go and report the crime, because just don't leave it to Facebook. Don't leave it to the Facebook police, because Facebook isn't going to stop these people. It's also going to mean as well you can't claim back on your travel insurance if you only tell everyone on Facebook about it, or even tell me about it, because there's nothing I can do either apart from tell you guys or read out your comments or your emails. So please go to either the local police or go to the Guardia Civil, and I'm going to drop Google map links to where those offices are in Puerto Pollensa. Bear in mind as well, if you do have travel insurance, you're going to need that police report to be able to claim back as well on that claim. So that's why travel insurance is absolutely very well needed as well before you come over here on holiday. Make sure you have a travel insurance policy in place. Make sure you keep any receipts as well of any money withdrawals that you make at the ATMs. Make sure if you actually change pounds or dollars into euros as well, keep those receipts as well to show and to prove that you were carrying around notes with you on the day that you were pickpocketed as well. All helps go towards your insurance claim. However, I also have an update for you as well. You may well have seen my video about villa break-ins from just a few weeks ago, and I was warning everyone about the probably the same criminal gangs actually operating around the port. Now, I have to say as well, and I'm just going to read you a few comments here which I had on that video too. If you haven't seen that video, please go back and check it. If you're staying in a private villa rental at any point during the year, go back and watch that video about what I have to say about security in the villa as well. Make sure you check what the security is too. But I have received the following comments. Now, Colin said, many years ago when I was in Marbella, I heard stories of people getting gassed in their villas at night time by crooks putting gas into the AC. Not sure if there's ever been a case of this happening on Mallorca. Now, I have to say that's just awful, and we've probably heard reports about this happening to celebrities. I know in the south of France. Hasn't happened over here yet, so just bear in mind though, please take security at your private villa very, very seriously. But at the moment it's more petty theft, and it's this kind of opportunist crime that we're seeing. We're seeing private villas that have been maybe left open during the day, or people have been around the pool, they've left the front door open, and people just walking in and taking stuff. Now, one villa owner has actually said, and he said, of course we are not there when we have guests, so we do rely on them to properly secure the property when they go out or when they're at the pool at the back. Instructions on how to make the property secure are included in the villa guide. If they don't do this, then there's not much we can do, which again is fair enough. I appreciate you're all over here on holiday mode. The same as when you're walking around the resorts as well, just know where your stuff is. When you go out and leave the villa, make sure all the bathroom windows are closed, the back door is shut, make sure it's all closed, and don't give anyone the opportunity to break in. Another viewer said, I have holidayed in Puerto Pollensa since 1960 and have only been burgled once about 10 years ago, which was quite enough. Our rented villa was burgled when the 9 of us were out for our final meal at the end of the week. I think one member of the group left a window open. The haul was over £1,000. So my message is, don't underestimate the value of the goods you are leaving around, and always keep your passports in a safe until you're actually leaving. Now that's really super important too, because another viewer also commented, by the way, the insurance company won't pay out due to there being no sign of a break-in. So if you do leave private villa doors open or windows open, people do walk in and take stuff. You might not actually be able to claim back on your insurance, which is actually quite shocking. I mean, that's just not great. Got a final comment here, as ever, from lovely Diane, who says, I can't reiterate how important it is to have insurance. I'm getting fed up of hearing how many expensive watches are being stolen. It's making Mallorca look like a crime scene. Be careful and have your wits about you, and always remember to enjoy yourself. And that's spot on. That's completely right. I mean, everyone coming out to the island, I know you're watching this video and thinking, I'm being dramatic and I'm scaring you, but I mean, this is purely based on the amount of posts I've seen on social media. It's based on the information I'm getting. It's based on the comments that have been left on my video, and there's no harm at all in making you guys aware before you come over here to the island of the potential risk of being pickpocketed, or having your handbags dipped, or having stuff taken off the beach, or indeed if you go and leave your doors and windows open in your lovely private villa, that one of these lowlifes aren't going to come in and try and pinch your stuff. So please take care. The chances are you're going to come over, you're going to have a fantastic holiday. I've been living on the island for nearly 20 years. I've never been pickpocketed. I live here in Palma as well, just across the bay. I'm always in the city centre. I'm always up in Puerto Pollensa, and I've never been pickpocketed. But just watch out, because there are people watching you going to cash points, they're watching you in shops, they're looking to see where your wallet is. Don't be a victim, keep an eye on your stuff, but come over and very importantly just enjoy your holiday, because you will come over here and have a good time. Now the good news is the sun should be coming out in the next couple of days. It's not actually cold here. I kind of wish I brought my swimming stuff. I'm just going for a big walk around the neighbourhood here, but I might actually go for a swim a bit later on today. So if you are coming over, have a fantastic time. I've got more content coming out from Puerto Pollensa very soon. I'm hopefully going to go and pick up my car a little bit later on, so I'll be back on the road again soon. So in the meantime, consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Check my Monday videos where I give my island update of what's going on the island. I didn't want to leave this video until Monday morning as well. I just wanted to get this information out there right away. But I'm going to be back in Puerto Pollensa filming very soon to let you know what you can expect during the autumn too, and what it's like coming over. And I'll tell you now, it's going to be lovely, so don't worry too much. I just want to put your mind at rest. Don't forget too, you can also find me on the Facebook group and on my Instagram, also called Mallorca Under the Sun, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Goodbye for now.